Hey everybody, this is TotalGamerJunkie. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. In the previous video I uploaded, I talked about the Life is Strange engagement ring theory, and I mentioned how I believe that rather than an engagement ring, this ring that Max will have is a promise ring. And promise rings are not just about romantic interest, they can also be, you can give it to someone out of friendship or give it to a family member. And I theorize that depending on the choice, that what we tell Safi, whether Max and Chloe are friends or more, determines what type of ring Max would have. And this would make perfect sense, as I don't believe that Max would take off a wedding ring, or engagement ring, sorry, put it on another finger and pretend not to be engaged. I think that's ridiculous. Now, when I was making the thumbnail, I noticed something odd about the rings, and I thought I was just being crazy, but I looked over it again, and I want to show you what I noticed. And it's right here in this trailer with Amanda, Max, and Safi, the one where Max is switching clothes. Now, if you look at the ring on her left hand, you'll notice that whenever Max switches outfits, the ring switches colors as well. Now the last ring is from when Max wakes up, so it's a different color. So what exactly does this mean? Well, I got a few ideas. I do believe that this is the promise ring, but when we change outfits, we can change Max's hair color, we can change her outfits. I'm guessing we can also change the ring color, because this game allows us to customize Max with different cosmetics, different hair colors. It doesn't seem impossible for the game to let us change the ring color and still have the ring be the same color. Unless the ring's color is tied to the cosmetic changes, which I think would be pretty stupid if that was the case. And it's like, you let us change Max's hair color, change her clothes, but you can't change the ring color automatically changes with the clothes. That's ridiculous. Now, I could be entirely wrong on this. What if instead of this being the promise ring, another ring is the promise ring? What if Joyce's old engagement ring is the promise ring? Now, I'm a bit conflicted on this, because I knew about this beforehand, but I didn't mention it because I thought the other ring on Max's left hand would be the promise ring. But thinking about it now, there are a few issues that happen here. Now, we first see this ring in Before the Storm, and Chloe mentions how it's meant to be hers if she's, and I quote, stupid enough to get married. Now, Joyce may or may not have sold this ring, so if she did sell it, then that poses a problem. It's not, how did Chloe get her hands on it then? It's not like she could have bought the ring back. Now, if Joyce decided not to sell the ring, then okay. But the house, the Arcadia Bay, was completely destroyed. So how could this ring possibly be salvaged if a tornado comes through? And we see that the storm threw a whale on a roof. So how could a ring stay in one place? I assume the storm would have trashed Chloe's place and just destroyed everything, threw furniture everywhere, and possibly this ring too. Unless maybe Joyce had it on her person, and when she died, from when the two whales died or exploded, maybe it was on her charred remains, which seems a bit dark, but I don't know how else this ring could be Joyce's. It doesn't make any sense to me. And you can see that there's it looks similar, but there's a little bit of a difference when on the ring that Max wears. It looks a bit more round, but this one looks a bit more diamond, and Joyce's one looks a bit more diamond shaped, but I could be wrong. Now, what's interesting about the ring on Max's left hand is that she doesn't have a ring. If you take a look, at least with the final part of Life is Strange Double Exposure, the trailer, you see Max holds her two hands out. We see on her right hand she has two rings, but on her left hand she doesn't have a ring at all. Now, why is that? Could it be that it is the promise ring? Is that proof that if we choose to keep Chloe alive, then Max will have that ring on her left finger? and we can customize it and change its color. I don't know, it's a bit hard to tell because the developers or whoever's in charge of the media and showing us bits of info from the trailers, whether it's TikTok or YouTube, you'll notice that they're very selective with what they choose. Specifically, most of the trailers, Max's hands, she's wearing gloves, or when she's not wearing gloves, they don't show her hands, so we can't see sometimes if she has a ring on or not. But then again, I could just be talking crazy here, but it would be interesting if that... I'm actually going to be paying attention to this when I play the game, because my first playthrough is going to be Sacrifice Chloe, and then I'm going to do the Sacrifice Arcadia Bay and have Max end up with Chloe. And I want to see if she is wearing this ring, because as I mentioned in my previous video, when Max takes a look at the photo of herself and Chloe, she has the ring on her left hand. And then after it switches and we see that the photo of her and Chloe switch with the Polaroid, when Max lies down on her bed, you'll see that she doesn't have a ring on her left hand, sorry. So, you know, it's a bit hard to pin down with when you're making theories, because sometimes I could just be talking out my ass here, or perhaps I'm onto something. But either way, I thought I'd mention this, and I would like to know what you all think in the comment section below. This is TotalGamerJunkie, signing off.